All right, there we go. What's up, girl? You're supposed to be over here. Good to see you. What are we doing today? We haven't done the rope in a few days, right? Uh, I just did my usual. You're supposed to be in the picture when I started. Like they understand all that stuff. Ready? Okay. Yeah. Get it, girl. Get it. So she hasn't been able to be in the living room with us for a few days. Ooh. She's back to just in her room, right? Drop it. Good. Middle. Nope. Middle. Good. Down. Good. Front. Good. Heel. Yes. Nice. No little frustration barks this time, huh? Sometimes when I do 3 or 4, especially early on, she'll do that. Oh, I don't want to. Like, she'll kind of do it, but she'll be like, while she's doing it. Get it. Good girl. But, because I got Georgia here, she's out, right, until Friday. Then I can start having her back in the living room again. But anyways, good girl. Right, so last night, so what I do is I have the X pin by a wall, so there's a walkway, right? So she has her crate, a bed, and then space, right? Get it. Oh, good girl. Get it. Well, I took Raider in the living room with me to cut dog meat because I get a bunch of meat and then I cut it and then I freeze it because everything's cheaper bulk, right? I lose a little nutrients by freezing it. Right? It's not bad. I get enough for like 2 weeks. Oh. Because we got the El Rancho Carniceria. Cheap meat. Inexpensive, I should say. It's good, I think. Ready? Drop it. But anyways, I can't. Oh man, I forgot to refill this. I came back through. And she was in the crate, right? What you doing? She was in the crate. I came back through. Raider stayed in there with my wife. So then he wanted to come back, but I had we have another gate right here, right? So other dogs can't go over there and kind of tease her, right? Can't tease my prisoners. Give me that. So he got kind of stuck in there. I was going to get the baby gate, and he was in there, just kind of standing there waiting. She came flying, right? Oh, she needs a ball. She got the ball out. So far, when she's been looking like she's gonna do something like that, initially, like she wouldn't show me signs, right? She just kind of, right? So I would go, and I'd bang on the baby gate or X pin, right? So hopefully it's an auditory thing that makes them go, oh, I don't like that. I won't do that anymore, right? Then it got to where she started, I could tell she felt like she wanted to do it. And I could go, hey, settle down, right? And when I would do the hey, she'd look, right? So I'd go, she would either lunge or bark it, right? This was a long time ago when she first came. So I'd do, hey, and bang on the X pin. And she'd go, what? Right? And some dogs, they could care less about that sound. But it seemed to be helping. So that would be the positive punishment to make her not want to do the behavior that we don't like, right? you doing, fool? So anyways, last night we got that fool. Now the first time she did it, she actually got him because the X pin wasn't all the way over. Because my wife shouldn't. That time my wife shouldn't have let Raider go through because she had the whole space. So I changed it to where the X pin goes this way on the wall, so that way there's a walkway. Because she doesn't like walking by her. She's weirdo. But anyways, so this time she went. So anyways, that time I just got her and put her back, but I didn't really finish the punishment process, right? Because I wanted to check out Raider. This time she couldn't get him. She didn't get him. So this time the bang on the gate it's not enough, right? Because that's a full on. The bang on the gate is for before, like, hey, or you know what I mean? It was to stop the lesser of the, what's that word I'm looking for? Transgression, right? The lesser the transgression, you can go lesser of a punishment, right? So this time, what I did, since she got that full-on lunge, if the baby gate wasn't there, she would have got him. So I got her and I did the collar grab sit, right? And you just sit them, they go, oh, oh, and then they calm down and they look at you, and then it's over with, right? Now, that's invasive, not aversive. So is that going to be good enough to stop a lunge again, right? And again, this is a weird one because it's only when she's been in her crate. So when she's been in the room part, right? When she's been on the bed or just laying there and he's gone by, she doesn't care, right? It's been kind of specifically when she's in the crate, even though, right? She's never done it while she's in the living room on the bed, right? So that's kind of interesting, right? You'd think it would carry over to everything else. Like even when she's on the dog bed and he's laying right there, she doesn't even show like, she doesn't even care, right? She'll like snip at him or whatever, and it's just all normal stuff. For some reason, when she's in her room in her crate, is the 2 times she's done it. Now she used to, again, like I said, would either grumble or kind of bark or kind of lean forward, and when I catch that, I can totally verbally be like, hey, settle down. And then there's been times where she's got up, and that's when I banged on the, right? So from there, she really never gets up anymore, except for these couple times when she's been in the crate. And it hasn't been when Tank walked by, and it hasn't been, Waylon's walked by a couple times, you know, even in that same walkway. So Tank has walked by a few times. Waylon's walked by a couple times. Hey, girl. Right. So this is the move. Right. You grab here. Come here. Come here. You grab the collar and you sit them down. Right. Here. Come here. Ah, good girl. Right. So you grab the collar and you sit them down, and they'll be kind of weirded out, right? But you do it firm. Not like right now, I'm just now touching it. You do it pretty firm. Let them know you didn't like it. You know. Some people say that doesn't work. But a couple guys, that's something that I was shown a long time ago. A friend of mine that had a Roddy would do it to his dog when he was doing not cool stuff. I mean, a long time ago. Where was I going with this? Right, so it's invasive. Preferably, you would have some kind of aversive punishment, so that way it's not like you're in their face. But you have to have something. You can't just be like, oh, well, I can't do nothing. There's got to be something that tells them, hey, man, don't do that stuff. It's pretty weird, right? It's only when you've been in the crate, and it's only been with Raider. So other dogs have walked by, and I mean, I've walked by with Molly at least 8 times a day. She don't even care. Huh. All right, we got to get around the corner. So anyways, that's the latest one. You want one more shot? Right, get it. Right, you want to be least invasive, minimally aversive, right? I guess I don't know that the whole Caesar touch thing will work, you know, because that's also an invasive thing, but it's aversive because you're kind of poking them. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Right, so I've seen Beckman do it with more dominant dogs, right? Who else? A couple other people I can't remember, but Beckman's the one that I watched that he does it. I've seen other people do it. All right, what else would you do? If you were really working on it, you had the e-collar. Maybe the e-collar will work on that. I don't know. I've heard people say that the correcting prey drive actions with the e-collar makes it worse. And I'm not talking about force-free people because they say e-collars make everything worse. I'm talking the e-collar people have said that. People that have never used the tool, I don't listen to what they say about things. I did when I first started because I thought that I started seeing it's just the force-free thing is just the corporate establishment crap. Good girl. All right, let's go. Anyways, if people have never used the tool and they're telling you that it's a terrible thing, they don't know what they're talking about. Here. You can't tell somebody something about somebody else. I mean, you can, but it holds no water. I don't believe nothing nobody says about other people until I see it. I hold it there, but I don't believe it until I see it. Just like stuff. Just like stuff. People say something is bad and they've never used it, never actually researched it. Because you'll have people say, hey, e-collars are terrible. I don't need to learn how to use it. Blah, 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 blah. To know, well, yeah, you do. If you're against it, just say you've never used it. It's no big deal. I've never used them. I don't want to use them. Boom. E-collars, prong collars, all that stuff. Ain't no big deal. Bunch of liars. Everybody's liars.